Well, one couple is counting their blessings this afternoon after a fire at their house that could have been caused by this morning's storm. Revered Willie Carmichael and his wife are alive today thanks to a quick-thinking neighbor who just happened to pass by. Local 15's Darwin Singleton joins us now live from Pritchard. Darwin, the couple's home is a total loss.
It is absolutely. And before we get into the story, let me say this. If you see a little mist around the edges of my face in the picture here, it's because we were covering all that weather Dietrich was talking about this morning. We got a little moisture in our camera, but we're going to keep going on anyway. Yeah, like you said behind me here, this is the house. It's on Westland Drive. And this morning, what Pritchard fire officials believe is that electrical box over there was struck by either lightning or a power surge, and it triggered this fire. Early in the morning, 7-ish, inside is the Reverend Carmichael and his wife Maddie, and they're asleep. And it could have been a totally different story had it not been for the fact that a neighbor came home 15 minutes early from work. They say she never gets off work early, and she saw this end of the house on fire. She began knocking on the doors, and also a couple other neighbors joined her as well. Started knocking on the doors and windows. They just knew someone was inside because there were these cars out back. And so finally they broke out some windows. Lady came to the door. It was Maddie Carmichael. She couldn't get out because of the burglar bars, but eventually they came out of the back of the house just in time. We talked with Reverend Carmichael a few minutes ago, and here's what he told us.
And my wife, she's a light sleeper, and she heard somebody knocking at the door. And so she woke me up and said, somebody's knocking at the door. And so we both got up and we stepped out into the hallway, and smoke had just engulfed the house.
Whoa.
And so went to try to find out where the smoke was coming from and opened the utility room door. And when I opened that door, then I saw where the fire had burned from the outside to the inside.
It was a truly was a close call. Now, Demetrius Lacey is here. You're a neighbor, and you say this is a real close community.
Yes, sir. He's one of the best neighbors in the neighborhood. He helps the kids. You see him every day. He's happy, nice.
Even today, that was the thing that amazed me. Everybody was so relieved they were okay. There were no tears. Everybody was just happy.
Yes, sir. That's just the way he is. He's just happy at all times. I guess he has a happy chip in him.
Okay, I like that. You also say you went in and you actually helped bring stuff out of the house. You've been helping them today.
Yes, sir. Me and my brother, my oldest brother, Damien, me and him went in, and like soon as we went in, the doors opened and smoke just rushed into us, burnt our eyes. We're coughing, but we still had to help the neighbor because all our neighbors help us.
That's great. Demetrius, thank you, sir. A pleasure to talk with you. I'm glad everybody's okay. And we're going to have much more in our next half hour. Also, later today at 5 and 6, you'll meet the person who saved this couple. And really, she did because she alerted them and got them out of the house, or they might have died from smoke inhalation. Very possible that they could have. We're live in Pritchard. Darwin Singleton, Local 15 News.